Hello everyone, this is Scramble from Emotions Crypto Trading. Today we're going to discuss about Ethereum's technical analysis, have a few thoughts around the market, and share with you some important price points. Now this video is great for any sort of traders out there looking to multiply their income. Whoever says that trading is a waste of time, now I would definitely ask them, what if you sell high, buy low? What is the waste over that type of strategy? Easy to be pronounced, hard to be completed. That's very true. Now, that's why I'm making this video, is trying to help you with some free content right here on YouTube, and hopefully I'll just keep all my YouTube subscribers which are interested in value. The ones which are not interested in any sort of value around a cryptocurrency and they would like to see some empty words, please, these videos are not for you. On the other side, we would like to discuss around the behavior of the market, which is not really presenting any natural movements. Unfortunately, it's been 8 months and we were seeing BTC and the alts in the same direction ongoingly, which is pretty sad in my opinion. Pretty sad to see Ethereum, BTC, Ripple, whatever, going in the same direction at the same time. That's pretty sad. There's nothing natural around that. There's nothing natural. Now, how do we connect the decentralized word with these non-natural movements of the market? Some people would say that decentralization is only behind the technical part, behind these cryptocurrencies out there. Now, I do believe we should also have some freedom inside a trading area, which is not really happening these days. And I'm talking about the last 7 to 8 months. In the same direction. What a bad story, and definitely a journey which is difficult to be understood by a lot of people out there, as I'm seeing more and more humans turning their back against the cryptos. It's something I wouldn't do, because this might be one of those situations when BTC was flying down to $200 after it spiked to 1,000. Remember back 2013 Chinese bubble, 1,000 bucks per Bitcoin down to 200, and then it spiked to $20,000. So you can expect again some decreases, and the way the language of the market shares, we will have to see some more. Once again, this is not a prediction video. I kept saying this over my all my videos. We're not predicting, we're sharing the data of the market, and it's the up to you by the way you understand the language of the market, because that's really different from a lot of people. 245 billion market cap, stable at this round, but nothing special. One thing that needs to be considered is, over the last few days since July started, we were having a bunch of predictions by popular influencers of the space that BTC will hit at least $20,000 by the end of the year. Nobody is going to guarantee you that it's not gonna hit this price. But on the other side, the language of the market, as of right now, what we have to expect is a realistic bottom. As soon as that's happening and the market flies out of this kind of environment, which is definitely not decentralized as they are mentioning, while the entire market moves in the same direction, no matter what crypto out there, even the ones trading against US dollars and they're not trading against BTC, no matter what, it's the same direction. At the same time, a bunch of orders are filled out by a bunch of these exchanges which are pretty popular and just pushing the market in the direction they want, right? So that's clear. Let's take a look at the Ethereum paired up with a dollar 1 day candlesticks. Attention, every single candlestick represents a day. So this was the movement. We're throwing back here to some, let me just try to, this was 2017, 31st of January. That's right here on the left side. That's the start of our time frame. We're looking at the screen, which represents more than a year, kind of a year and a half price action, right? So all-time high position, pretty clear. Ethereum was at $1,424. Something that's related to our current situation is definitely a clear pattern of the downtrend. This top right here, which is lower than the previous one, right? So that's also something that happened over the last few months as well. We can simply watch what happened at the beginning of this year. It was a clear slash, a clear crash down the way into the support area of 364.15. It's quite large, but that's why it's an area. It's not a zone, it's not a line, it's an area. 364.15 right there, that's a support area for us, which has been transformed from previous resistance, which happened right here. Okay, so right here we have been supported once again over here, which is probably another price point that we might hit in the future. Now, we do have the long-term structure line, which is right here on green, starting from here, going just like that. This is the long-term structure line, which is kind of keeping our structure support areas, right? So what's happening? As of right now, we're very close touching with our support area, the long-term structure line, and we're exactly within that. Just take a look at that, which means that there is even more support to be found and even more buying pressure existent. It's kind of happening around 375 areas of right now. So if the market goes down to that position, we will form a double bottom right here. This double bottom, if the market goes like this, we're going to form a double bottom here, which is another bullish signal if the market spikes from there. If we're not getting supported by the long-term structure line, which is definitely possible and feasible, as well as by the support area 364.15, if you don't get enough support from there, expect another large area of support at $270. 270 right there. It's another price point where we should consider long-term purchasing, entering into Ethereum as soon as we hit that price point. But in order to get there, we do have to break below 364.15 area. Keep in mind, these details are important for the next days and probably weeks. 270 support, it has a incredible high influence around us, as it was able to keep the structure for a couple of months and then prepare for the spike. While this could be the next bottom, and from there prepare for the spike, right? So if this area is going to be your bottom, then you can expect like this. What would be the spike basically? From here, what will be the spike to what kind of prices? We do see, while Ethereum is just going to go all-time high position, we can clearly see between $2,500 and $5,000 per token. Now, something that we can't really mention as of right now because we don't have details about it is when this all-time high breakout position is going to happen. I could simply pronounce a bunch of predictions like a lot of these influencers are doing. Bitcoin $28,000, Bitcoin $3,000 by the end of the year. No matter what numbers you're saying, it's just good because the audience enjoys seeing big numbers as soon as they want to make money out of this business. So their main intention right here is to see an amount of money that would make them rich, because that's what they want to read, right? So the way these guys are saying, tell the guy what he wants to hear and he will love you. He will promote you, he will speak about you, and he will share with you a lot of energy. Now, it's just a way to manipulate. It's a strategy to be manipulated, and that's the way it is, right? So someone that tells you the truth probably is not that loved like someone that tells you that Ethereum is going to spike up to $5,000 in the next few months. There's no data saying that as soon as you don't have the bottom, as soon as you don't know where's the bottom. Now, by the way, the market looks right now, it's not touched yet. Clear, pretty good. share with me your opinion. Feel free to subscribe on this YouTube channel if you enjoy the content I'm creating. One of my latest plans for the upcoming days, weeks, months, and years is to create more videos like this, but pretty often, right? So I'm trying to create 3-4 videos a week like this, and I'm gonna do them way more short, talking about different cryptocurrencies, on technical analysis, but also a few lessons for you to be learned from the market. We have seen Vitalik Buterin this month in July saying that he wants to see, or he would love to see something like that. He would say centralized exchanges burn in hell. Of course, they do affect the market, and they do not represent the real values of the blockchain. As well as we were able to see, like I said, July was full with a bunch of predictions by popular influencers, along with some exchanges getting hacked, which is again something you don't realistically know if they got hacked or not. These things are pretty much stories, as long as you have nothing that would guarantee this fact, right? So there's also the other version, when some exchanges, I don't want to call out names, I don't want to say who have done this kind of things, but I can tell you that this is a probability which may happen. Exchanges, when they run out of money, they simply claim that they have been hacked, so this way they can redress their business, right? Now, in order for an exchange to be hacked, as soon as they have a lot of the hackers securing their exchanges, securing their databases, their funds and everything, as soon as you have all those smart guys knowing how to secure your business, you can also tell them as soon as you need funds to come publicly to be hacked, right? So it's kind of a game that has two flip sides, and this is also another probability, right? So be aware, never ever hold your funds on these exchanges, because you never know. That's why they pretty much like to share it so many times that they don't guarantee anything, right? We don't hold your funds, we don't guarantee your funds here, we're just here to make money. That's kind of in a nutshell what they're doing. If you're getting lost, it's your problem. If you're using them, again, it's your problem. If you don't use them, you can't trade. So these are the issues of the current market. We definitely need way more security, but some of the things can't be really proved, unfortunately, right? So feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have only interested people in values in this channel, right? So I want to keep close chat. We're gonna share our opinion in the comments area and build a nice community around the crypto space. I'm not suggesting you to turn your back against cryptos, not suggesting you to do that against the ICOs. There's a lot of great projects, and if you want to join the space, you must have in mind that it takes time to make money. If you don't trade, you will have to spend sometimes between 2 cycles, even 3 to 4 years, 3 to 5 years time frame, just to wait and wait, because you have just kept your funds without trading, right? So you're waiting for the prices to get back, and so on and so on. You can make money, or you can boost the quantity of the tokens you're having. Both of these things are very useful. Learn how to do this, you'll make a lot of the money. And I can tell you, everything can be completed in a profitable way through technical analysis. Nobody says, and I'm not saying that we're making 100% profits in all our trades, we're making always and always profits. No, you have times when you're losing, but those are way smaller and way less times than the amount of profits you can accumulate. And also another detail is you would have to learn where the danger area is located and get out of it, right? So when you feel you're not under control of your movements, when you feel your position is not secured and the data is not giving you more bullish signals than bearish, then get out of that trade. get out of that position and better sit on US dollars, euros, whatever fiat, or USDT with slight risks, of course. Not gonna keep you more in this video, but I'm gonna tell you that we're gonna work nicely towards together and we're gonna make some beautiful movements in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in my next videos. Feel free to click that ring next to the subscribe button. You're gonna get a notification that way and you're not gonna miss any of my videos. Love you all and see you next time.